Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh again. I did take a break, but uh, I know it's been a while since I even filmed a video, so I just wanted to show off my Despia deck, my branded Despia deck I've been playing. I know I started playing this probably a format too late, but I really enjoy the deck. I still think it's fine. It's not as good as like Sprite or Tier Element, but I still think it's a lot of fun. I still think it's pretty good. I've been having success with this deck. I don't know if I'm going to retire it yet just because I picked up Sprite and I really like Mermail. It's actually my favorite deck. Probably didn't know that, but let's just get right into the deck profile. So, here we're going to have 3 Aluber, 2 Tragedy, 1 Ad Libitum, 3 Fallen of Albaz, and a Fairy Tale Snow. This is actually the main engine of the deck. I'm only playing the 2 Tragedy. I feel like 3 is gonna brick me because I'm not playing like a Lower of Darkness or anything. The 1 Ad Libitum, because you just search it when you dump the Tragedy. The 3 Fallen of Albaz and the Snow are pretty standard. The Fallen of Albaz, one reason I'm playing 3 of this is because if your Branded Fusion does get ashed, you can still play with Fallen of Albaz if you have a Polymerization in your hand. So you can summon like Aluber, search Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion gets ashed. If you have Polymerization in your hand, you can use it as Fallen of Albaz. You can use it with a Fallen of Albaz to make a Lubellion. So that's the Despian cards, Fallen of Albaz I'm playing, plus the 1 Fairy Tale Snow, because it goes along with that engine. Next, we're going to go 3 Branded Fusion, 3 Branded Opening, 2 Branded in red, and then the 1 Branded Banishment. So the 3 Branded Fusion and 3 Branded Opening are like standard. I do think 3 Branded in red is fine. I'm just playing the Branded Banishment. This helps you play through like Ash, I guess. Like if you already open up Branded Fusion, you can search Branded Banishment and set this, and it helps you just play during your opponent's turn. The 2 Branded in red, just because it's searchable. I would play 3 if I had the room, but this deck is at a tight 40, so. Next we're playing 3 Patchwork, 2 Chain, and 2 Poly. So I decided to play the 3 Patchwork just because this is the one that pluses you. It's like a Pot of Greed, you go +2. And then the 2 Chain and 2 Poly. I was playing 3 Edgem Chain my previous list with the 3rd Brandon Red, but I cut that to make room for some other cards. So yeah, just the Polymerization helps you play through Ash, helps you put a just fusion monsters on board, so there's that. And then the 3 Pot of Prosperity and Foolish Burial, that's for consistency really. So the Foolish Burial, you can dump a Tragedy to search an Aluber if you didn't open it. You could also dump a Snow if you open up the Aluber. So yeah, just like the Foolish, helps with consistency. And then the 3 Pot of Prosperity. I do not like banishing cards from my extra deck, but the name of this deck is you have to get Branded Fusion, get to Branded Fusion. So the Pot of Prosperity really helps. And then another reason I'm playing the Pot of Prosperities is because I'm playing board breakers in my deck, not hand traps. So the Prosperity helps with that. So I'm playing 3 Dark Ruler. This is probably the best board breaker in the game right now. It just stops everything. And then you can also just like summon a Myriad and crash and clear their board, which isn't like the best thing to do, but you can in a worst case scenario. 3 Super Poly, because Super Poly is like insane in this deck. You can just fusion summon with your opponent's monsters. And then we play 3 Forbidden Droplets and the 1 Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave is really good if you open this up, you know your Branded Fusion's going through. And then the Droplet, I really like Droplet because you can just like, there's a lot of spells in this deck, so you can activate like Branded Fusion, and if they negate it, you just chain the Droplet to stop it. So yeah, I really like Forbidden Droplet in this deck. Another card I would was considering playing was Triple Tactics Talent, but that conflicts with Pot of Prosperity, so I didn't want to play it. I really do like that card though. So that's the main deck. I don't think I would change anything about the main deck. So here's the extra deck. We have the Slime token, best token. So we're playing 2 Albion, 2 Lubellion, and 2 Mirror Jade. I like this ratio because you can banish like the 1 Albion or the 1 Lubellion off Pot of Prosperity if you do need to go for 6. And then you play 2 just in case this one gets stopped. You can have a follow-up play, and then the 2 Albion because you send 1 off of Mirror Jade to set the branded in red or the branded trap card. And then the 2 Mirror Jade, it comes up sometimes where you have to go into a second one, especially in grind games. So I played the 1 Titanclad. I really like this card just because you can make it really big to beat over tower type monsters. It's unaffected by monsters summoned from the extra deck. And then you can also send this off of Mirror Jade to summon a Fallen Valbath during the end phase to fuse during their turn to make the Predaplant Dracostapelia. So yeah, I really like it. You could cut that, really. I'm playing the Quatris and the Proskinian. This is really good going second. You can just make all your opponent's monsters 0. So I feel like that's pretty good. And then this is more like the effect really doesn't come up. You're not making this unless you're super pulling your opponent. It requires a Despia monster and a light and a dark. It has to come up like twice for me, so I don't know if I'm gonna cut it. This is probably the most cuttable card in this extra deck. I really like it though because I've fused a Ultimate Conductor Tyranno and a Borreload Savage Dragon with this. I've hit an Access Code and a Zeus with this. It's come up a few times. I like the card. And then next we have the Double Masquerade. So I know in like last format people would make just Double Masquerade and then burn their opponent. This doesn't work. That doesn't really work as well as it did because people are playing Super Poly in the main board breakers like Dark Ruler No More and stuff. So if you make one of these and then use your branded in red to make the second, you're not gonna have a follow-up play if you get hit by Dark Ruler. So usually I'd only end on one of these and then save my branded in red. The 1 Dracostapelia, this card's really good against Sprite. You just make them level 1. It's just a free negate. It's a really good card. Super Poly target too. I'm only playing 1 Guardian Chimera. You could probably play second by cutting the Proskinican. I probably butchered that name, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, there's the 1 Chimera. I don't think you're going into 2. If you are, I don't think you're in a great position to begin with. So I feel like you can just get away with 1. You could play 2 if you want. And then just the Super Poly targets, the Mud Dragon and the Garura. These are insane. Hit almost everything. Like 90% of whatever deck you're playing, it's just one of these will do it. That's the extra deck. There's like some flex spots you could play. The side deck I felt like was perfect. So we have 3 deck devastation virus, the 3 mismatching rarities of the common, super, and ultra. These are all I have, and I don't want to order more because I don't know if I'm going to be playing this deck for much longer. But this is good against like Exo Sister and Sprite. You distribute a fusion monster, look at their hand, and everything with 1500 or less attack, it hits. So it hits like whole Sprite hands. Exo Sister, and I guess there's like some rogue matchups it can be good against. I've actually never resolved this card. Every time I side it in, I just never draw it. The 3D barrier. So these are my going first cards. D-barrier is still kind of insane against Sprite. You can just call XEs and they're just not making it totally awesome, so it helps you play through a board. Still gonna have like Sprite Red or Sprite Carrot, maybe a Smasher, but like you don't have to deal with a negate, I guess. So yeah, these are my going first cards. Playing 3 going second cards on the side, and that's Nibiru. I decided to play Nibiru just for the rogue decks. I mean, this is like playing at locals, so I don't know if I'm gonna be playing what I'm gonna be playing against really. So I feel like the 3 Nibiru was safe. I was thinking about playing Mystic Mine in the side, just because I don't know, people are gonna be siding back row removal against me going second, or with them going first. So yeah, and then the last few cards here. We have a Pankratops, a Harpy's Feather Duster, a Red Reboot, and then 3 Cosmic. I changed these Cosmics from Twin Twisters because of the Mystic Vine B-Cop interaction there. So this is these 4 cards are my Mystic Vine out. And then we have Pankratops and the Red Reboot. Pankratops is good going second, I guess, against like Sprite. You can also summon this against like... This is really good against like any combo deck, even going second, because if they side in a Floodgate, you can summon Pankratops and pop like the Anti-Spell or the Rivalry or whatever they side against you. You can do the same thing with Red Reboot, but it's just not as versatile as Pankratops, but it hits back row decks. So yeah, I really like this ratio. I think the side deck is pretty perfect. And yeah, I guess that's the video. Bye.